Hello children, welcome back to your online class. Hope you all are fit and fine and enjoyed your holidays a lot. Now it's time to get back to your studies. Children, now you all know your first term examination are about to come. Now we have completed our 8 assignments and we will do 2 more assignments. After that you will have your uh, first term examination. Okay, now written text will be of 40 marks and you will get 20 marks for your assignments. Means each assignment will carry 2 marks. So children, whatever is pending, just complete it. You must complete all 10 assignments. Okay, 8 we have done and 2 more we will do. Now children, one more thing. Again this time you will get worksheets for your text exams from the school, and you have to write your answers on those worksheets. Okay, it will not be an optional exam. Okay, now you have to write the answers and you have to submit the worksheets. So let's continue our class. So children, we are continuing our chapter 2 measurement. Till now we have done measuring of length, measuring of mass, measuring of time, and now our last topic is measuring area. So what is an area? Area is the space occupied by a flat shape or the surface of an object. Flat shape means two-dimensional shape. For example, square. It has two dimension only, length and breadth. Similarly, rectangle, triangle, circle, these all are the example of regular shape, flat shape. Okay, so the SI unit of area is square meter, which is to be written like this: m raised to the power 2. Now, next one is measuring area of a regular body. Regular body means the object or body which is having a definite shape. For example, these all are regular bodies. These have definite shape. Okay. So if we have to find out the area of a regular body, we can apply the formula the easiest way if we know the formula. For example, if we have to find out the area of a square, so we will apply the formula area is equal to side into side. And if you know one side of a square, you all know all the sides are equal in a square. So if you know one side of a square, you can easily calculate the area of a square. For example, if side of a square is 3 centimeter, so and we have to find out the area of this square. So we will apply the formula area is equal to side into side, and it will become 3 centimeter into 3 centimeter, because all the sides are equal of a square. So 3 3 is 9, and centimeter into centimeter square centimeter, that is SI unit of area. Okay, that is square centimeter. Similarly, if we have to find out the area of a rectangle, we will apply the formula, that is area of rectangle is equal to length into breadth. And if we know the length and breadth of a rectangle, we can easily find out the area of that rectangle. Now, triangle, the formula of area to find out the area of triangle is 1 by 2 into base into height. If you know the base of length of the base of triangle and the height of the triangle, you can easily find out the area of that triangle. And circle, for that formula is area of a circle is equal to pi r square, where r is the radius of circle. You all know what is radius. Okay, so r represents the radius of circle and pi
this you will further study in maths, and this time you have to remember this much. The value of pi is approximately 22 upon 7 or 3.14. Okay, so area of circle is equal to pi r square. These are the formula for these regular bodies. We can also find out the area of regular flat surface using graph paper. You all have seen graph paper. A graph paper has equal sized squares of sides 1 centimeter each. This big one square is of 1 centimeter sides. Okay, each side is of 1 centimeter, and the smaller squares of sides 1 millimeter each. This one smaller square is of 1 millimeter each. To measure the area of a flat surface, example, a rectangular shape. Okay, what we will do, this shape is placed on a graph sheet. Okay, then draw the outline of that shape. Then remove that shape from the graph sheet, and now you count the blocks, the squares which are within the enclosed boundary of that figure. Okay, so now if we will count, for example, in length there are 4 boxes, 1 2 3 4, and in breadth there are 1 2 3 3 boxes. So we have 4 into 3, it means 12 square centimeter. This will be the area, because each box is equal to 1 square centimeter. So it will become 12 square centimeter. The area of that rectangular shape will be 12 square centimeter. Though square meter is the standard unit of area, but sometimes to measure large areas, multiples of square meter like hectare and square kilometer are used. To measure smaller areas, submultiples of square meter like square centimeter and the square millimeter are used. Now the relationship between these, 1 hectare is equal to hectare means 100. So 1 hectare is equal to 100 meter into 100 meter. It will become 10,000 square meter. So 1 hectare is equal to 10,000 square meter. Now 1 kilometer, 1 square kilometer. Kilometer means 1000. So 1 square kilometer is equal to 1000 meter into 1000 meter. This will become 10 lakh square meter, or we can say 1 square kilometer is equal to 100 hectares. Now submultiples like square centimeter, 1 square centimeter is equal to 1 upon 100 meter into 1 upon 100 meter. It will become 1 upon 10,000 square meter, or we can write this 1 upon 10,000, we can write this 10 raised to the power minus 4 square meter. Now similarly 1 square millimeter is equal to 1 upon 1000 meter into 1 upon 1000 meter. It will become 10 lakh square meter, 1 upon 10 lakh, okay, square meter, and we can write it 10 raised to the power minus 6 square meter.
Now children, our second chapter is over, and let us consider the answers of objective type questions given on page number 43. There question A is choose the correct option. First one is the SI unit of mass is, here 4 options are given: Newton, kilogram, Newton per kilogram or pound. So I hope you all know the SI unit of mass is kilogram. Now second question is mass is measured by option A beam balance, second micro balance, C measuring tape, and D all of these. So we all have read the measuring devices. which are used to measure the mass are beam balance, physical balance, electronic balance. So option A is the correct answer. Here it will be beam balance. Now number 3 is, which of the following is a physical quantity? 4 options are given. Option A second, option B meter, option C mass, and option D hour. Now we know physical quantities are those quantities which can be measured. So mass is the physical quantity which can be measured. Here mass will be the correct answer. Other 3, second, meter and hour, are the units to measure the time. Okay, so mass is the correct answer. Now question 4 is, the reference standard used for the measurement of a physical quantity is called. Here 4 options are given: standard quantity, dimension, C option is constant, and option D is unit. Here unit will be the correct answer, so option D is the correct answer. Now question number 5, in which of the following system scientific data can be exchanged between different parts of the world? So option A is MKS and CGS, FPS, and fourth one is SI. I have told you the abbreviation for SI is the System International D Units. Okay, so SI is the unit which can be exchanged between different parts of the world. So option D is the correct answer. Now sixth one is, the mass of the body depends only on option A temperature, option B pressure, option C quantity of matter contained in the body, and option D location of the body from the observer. Here option C quantity of matter contained in the body will be the correct answer. Now question 7, temperature can be expressed as a derived quantity in terms of option A length and mass, option B mass and time, option C length, mass and time, and option D is none of these. So option D, none of these will be the correct answer. Now question 8 is, 1 quintal is equal to, this you all know, 100 kilogram is equal to 1 quintal. So option B will be the correct answer. Now we are going to solve the question B. Write true for T for true and F for false statements. So first one is, area of regular surfaces can be measured using a graph paper. Just now we have read that, so this is true. Now question number 2 is, the mass remains constant at all places. Yes, this is true. Weight can be changed but mass remains same. Now on next page, page number 44, question 3, the SI unit of area is meter. Just now we have read that is square meter. So this is false. Now question number 4 is, temperature of human body is measured by laboratory thermometer. Yes, you all know this is false. Now fifth one is, in ancient times time was measured by the position of the sun and the moon. Yes, this is true. Now sixth one is, worn out meter scale can be used for measurement. Yes, this is true. With some precautions we can use worn out scale to measure the length. Now children, question C is, fill in the blanks. Okay, first one is, the length of forearm from elbow to fingertips is called, we all know, cubit. The length of forearm from elbow to the middle tip of the middle finger is known as cubit, and this is known as hand span. Okay, this is known as hand span. So first one will be the cubit. Now second one is, every measurement consists of a number and a unit. I have told you 2 kilogram. It means 2 is number and kilogram is unit. So here you will write unit. Now question number 3 is, 1 meter is, we all know, 1000 millimeter. Question 4 is, there are 7 fundamental physical quantities. This already I have told you in my videos. Now fifth one is, 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meters. Here it will be the correct answer. Now sixth is the first two digit in a 24-hour time format represents the number of hours. What is 24-hour time format is? Like if we have written 13:00, this is the time. It means this is 1 p.m. In 24 hour time format, we after 12 we count 13, 14 like this only. Okay, so 12 after 12 a.m. there will be 13 o'clock means 1 p.m. So here hours will be the correct answer. Now next question is, if the departure time of a train on a railway ticket is printed as 20:35, just now we have seen 24 hours time format. So 20:35 means 12 plus 8 more hours. 12 plus 8 is 20. Here this will show the 8 hours and this is 35 minutes. So here we will write 8:35 p.m. This will be the correct answer. Now second one is question 8 is, the lower fixed point in a laboratory thermometer is minus 10 degree Celsius, because we all know the range of the laboratory thermometer is from minus 10 degree Celsius to 110 degree Celsius. So lower fixed point will be minus 10 degree Celsius. Now next one, question 9 is, the hotness of an object is determined by its temperature. Clear? Now 10th one is, temperature is measured in degree Celsius or in degree Fahrenheit. Now 11th, temperature of boiling water cannot be measured by a clinical thermometer. Now children, question D is, match the following length unit, the appropriate unit which can be used to express the quantity. First one is length of pen. If we have to measure the length of pen, we will use centimeter, because meter will be a very big unit to measure the to represent the measurement of a pen. Now second one is distance between Mumbai to Goa. So distance between two cities, we will present it, we will express it in kilometers. And third one is thickness of a coin. For this we will take millimeter, because it's a very small length. So children, this much for today, and I will try to discuss all the question answers of chapter 1 and chapter 2 in my next video, because both the chapters are coming in your first term exams. So learn all the definitions, go through the chapters, each and every line you have to read carefully. Whatever we have done in our assignments, whatever is given in your book, anything from anywhere can come, and you have to give the answers as per your books. No answers from internet will be accepted. Clear? So complete your assignments and send them as soon as possible. Okay, till then, bye bye.